Hello, me again, believe it or not. There's something I think we need to all take on board. I'm sure most of you know this anyway. I'm teaching you to suck eggs. There'll be decisions made and mistakes made by the new board. You know, it won't all be plain sailing. I mean, those mistakes or errors or whatever you want to call it will be few and far between. But the times will be like, why are they doing that? I know it leads. The way they worked, they did some things that Leeds fans like, what you're doing, especially selling players. Don't sell him, but it worked out in the end. These people know what they're doing. Because what I remember being said was they use AI a lot now for, scouting players and staff and things like that. So there's going to be a new way of doing things, you know. And I mean, people don't like change, as we've seen already. There's people finding fault in the way they're doing stuff already. Yeah, just be prepared for what the F moment that will happen. But there'll be a method in the madness. I feel it's interesting times, and like these guys will be working away behind the scenes. And there's other things we've got to remember. There'll be people working behind the scenes that we'll never know the name of, you know, because the board's not just those people. Then there's secretaries and other people, and there'll be people in the sporting business, the football business. They'll lift the phone to, you know. There'll be people they know and say, "Well, how did you do it? How did you go about this?" Take for example, the Tottenham Stadium. If we were to upgrade the stadium, they might phone the people that did that and say, what did you do? Who did you use? What architect? Things like that, you know. Because the people with this amount of wealth, they operate in a circle that they know, well, maybe not know each other, but they're once removed from each other. You know, it's a circle of people that it's a life that we don't understand. Not that we don't understand. It's just a way above the way we live. And I've been in oil and gas. I've been around mega rich guys a couple of times, and it was like I just did not belong in that office. If you know what I mean, I wasn't there for it before anyone jumps on me. It was in Houston when I was doing courses. Not Houston, Dubai. Sorry, Dubai. And I was like, listen, this is just, you know. I mean, I felt uncomfortable, shall I say? You know, I knew my place, even though they were very pleasant with me. It was, yeah. But I was doing an H2S course, by the way, anyway. It's in oil and gas. And it was weird how these guys were doing it. And also in Iraq, when we get kept behind, kept behind in Iraq because the Iraq government shut down. We couldn't get an exit visa. I was sharing a porta cabin with a certain oil company guy who was he wasn't a multi-millionaire, but anyway. But these people all know each other, and they can all lift the phone to each other, you know. So I think there'll be a few surprises along the way. So it's interesting times, man. I'm starting to get worked up again, you know, as in a good way, because I felt it's hard to explain really. There was a bit of zing kind of disappeared for a bit until this happened yesterday. I don't know, I guess it became, because we want everything to happen now, and there's still fans wanting players signed right now, right away, which doesn't happen. But I'm waffling on a bit here, right? But anyway, be prepared for things not to always go like we think it was going to go. A few what the F moments, you know. Cheers.